Hello there, Medicine here, and this is another video of BJD and a cup of tea.
Today's episode features Adagio's Ripe for Romance tea. Because our theme today is relationships. My Dolly relationships. The Ripe for Romance tea is made of black tea, cocoa nibs, raspberry leaves, raspberry pieces, chocolate flavor, and raspberry flavor.
A long time ago, somebody asked me for a doll video of how my dolls are all related to each other. So, with that being said, I'm gonna take the camera off of the stand and do quick rapid fire of all the dolls that I currently have and how they are connected. Because almost all of my dolls are connected in some way, shape, or form to each other.
Doll relationships, starting with Amniese. Alright, Amniese was my main character, so almost all of my dolls revolve around her and are somehow related to her. Amniese is a DollZone Orlando, which is a discontinued sculpt now. So, Amniese. We start with Amniese, and then we have Llyr. Amniese and Llyr have a very interesting relationship. Llyr is her secret magic teacher. She meets him in secret. Their relationship borderlines on romance, but there is a lot of obstacles that they would have to face to make that relationship known in that way, to be romantically involved with each other. But she knows him. He's very secretive, has a very clouded, dark past, and is a very big part of the story that I am working on. So there we have Amniese and Llyr. Next we have the littles Onyx and Topaz. They are twins. Brother, sister, boy, girl. They are twins, and they may or may not be related to Amniese and Llyr in the future. They don't currently exist in present day of what I am writing, so they are just super cute, free event dolls that I thought were adorable and made them twins. So that's how they're related to each other. From Amniese we go to Artunnus and Alastyre. Now, they are my current focus in my work that I'm working on. Alastyre is a prince, an adopted prince. He doesn't have anything more than a title and his inheritance, which is some money and things. But he will not inherit any throne. He has no he is not in line to his adopted parents' throne, so he's sort of an illegitimate prince, and he has a lot of other things that are going on for him. He's sort of got his own issues and stuff. And Prince Artunnus and Alastyre are very, very close. They've practically grown up together. They have a deep interest in one another that borderlines on romantic. Well, not borderlines, it is romantic interest in each other, but they both have their own obstacles to face and their own dark pasts and secrets that they keep from each other that makes the relationship hard to make known at this time. But they are related, and Amniese and Alastyre have very interesting connection to each other as far as Alastyre wants her to be somebody from his past, but they aren't sure if she could be that person. And Artunnus meets Amniese from investigating that connection, and that's kind of where our story gets interesting, but I can't reveal anything about that now. So Artunnus, Alastyre are connected. Artunnus meets Amniese, and that's how they all kind of come together. Next we have Lysiana. Lysiana and Echaehn. Lysiana is Amniese's roommate and best friend at the Academy of Central Shylon. So she's a Nereid, and she has her own things going on. And Echaehn is a classmate of theirs at the academy, and he's a Chironian, which means he has a centaur clan, and Lysiana is a Nereid, so she's got like a mermaid clan background. And they have a taboo love interest in each other. And because of their clans, which the Chironian, Nereid, they have a lot of issues that they can't overcome. It is taboo in their society to marry outside of your clan. And they also have some class issues. They are of different classes, not just different clans. So there's a few issues that they have to overcome if they were to pursue a relationship more than just a passing sort of teenage angst thing. So that is their story. Now, back to Amniese. We come down to the second tier of my dolls down here. Newest doll, Querus. He is a dryad. He is trapped in a tree. He is Amniese's very, very dear friend. Amniese can hear and understand and speak to him through his tree. He has, for many years, that is the only communication he's had with someone outside of the Phoenix. So, he is they are very close, and Amniese really wants to free the ancient magics to help him free from his tree as well. So that's Querus. That's how he's involved. Again, Querus is kind of my working name for him. I don't know if that'll change in the future, but that's what I call him now, because he's an oak dryad, so he lives in an oak tree. Next, we have Garnet. Garnet is Amniese's adopted mother. So she's raised Amniese as her own daughter. They are very, very close. She is she's a Setzian, which means she has a unicorn clan background. So that's why she has sort of the unicorn ears. I need to add some blushing here to represent where her horn would be. It's a star birthmark. But that is Amniese's mother. And she actually used to tutor Artunnus. When Artunnus was a boy, Garnet was his tutor. So there's a recognizable relationship between them, and that's part of how Artunnus comes to meet Amniese and get to know her. Next we have my Snow Queen, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is an ancient god of the Shylon people. She is a star child. And she doesn't really bear anything with our current story, but she may show up in the future. She's kind of a very background character, but I love this doll so much because she represents that star child that Snow Queen so perfectly. And she's the queen of Borealis, the northern kingdom, and she will come into play at some point in the future. Then we have Amarithia. Amarithia is the High Queen, and she's related to their cousins. So she also is sort of like an ancient god, but her story is a little more skewed, and she's a little more obscured because of things that happen with her in the past. And she has a past with Llyr. So there's a relation there in the past. And then here we have El. El is the Phoenix, and he and Queen Amarithia have a relationship with each other. So they are betrothed in the past. That is the past, the background. So their relationship and things that transpire between them isn't as known in the present day Shylon story. And that leaves Nor, my dragon man, in all his awesomeness over here. Nor is also related to Lyr's background. They have a very strong connection, but he is not a prominent character in the stories. So that's how all my main characters are related to each other. And then my littles have no relation at all. So these dolls are not related They are their own unique entities. I bought this guy to represent my son, my little baby bot. This was a free event bunny, free event Momo, free event flower fairy, free event egg that I paid a little extra to get blushed, and this is a fairy. She's Sprite. Her name is Sprite. That's a DollZone Ivy and a DollZone A. These are my newest dolls, so. They are not related to the Shylan story, but have their own separate story. Well, this one does. This one's just, you know, extra.
So that's it! Thank you so much for watching. I hope that clarified some things. I know I can't give away everything because some of it is in my stories that I am hoping to one day get published. So, but I do hope that at least satisfied your request. Thank you so much for your video requests, and do look forward to more videos in the future. Thank you once again, and until next time, bye!